attention. Now, just a few months ago, in November of this past year, we're only about 2 months away from when this went public. And it went viral, if you want to call it that. Already $20 billion company. Can you even comprehend that? Within 5 days, it was as popular as Facebook. Uh, Facebook took like 5 years to reach. Changing is invention of the in fact, in the last Google get, and most of those are written by people, which is good. But a number of those answers to your questions are coming from artificial intelligence. And you might be tipped
Well, it looks like I am going to be having issues, so I'm going to provide the link. I definitely want you guys to see this video. It's going to be a very quick video either way. So I'm going to get this link to you guys. I want you guys to look at it. Possibly, I'll be able to discuss this a bit later. I didn't want to bring this up on a different build, but I might possibly have to. But I want you guys to check this video out. If you guys can grab it. Peace to everyone. Tony, Cherokee, Kinsella, Red Squid, Phyllis Brown, Willie Lilly, George Witchard, first one in. Peace, brother, peace. I appreciate you as well, brother. So, yeah, this thing, I'm gonna try it one more time. Let's see if it goes through. Brother says no sound. Okay. Let's see. Grand Reflections, Empress, Tanithia. Sis, we're gonna have to talk a little bit briefly later before we do our build. We still gonna do it today because, yeah, I was trying to show this video. It's only about 20 minutes. It's so important on this AI stuff. I don't even allow me to share it now. Put it in the chat. I want you guys to please watch it. It's very short. Talking about the Chat GPT. It's actually an app where it's been going around pretty much probably about, I think it started in November. If you're into like writing codes and things of that nature, it's very beneficial. It's also been known to be harmful to some people. It's basically the AI world, um, taking all of the technology and the information that it has given you guys. To use in your access and your texting capabilities. I don't know if you guys heard any of it, but basically, all the information information from your text, from Google, from your phone, even the apps that actually record while your phone is not in active mode on the app. A lot of times, if you assign the permission for these programs, they're recording. Your phone could be sitting there. You could be having a personal conversation. You could be in your bedroom having some personal things going on. Your phone is literally recording, whether you guys know it or not, based off of certain apps that you have given permission to. You need to have the rights to let these people know that that's all private. You know, these things are private. You know, they've shown you for the longest. Facebook, Google, all these companies have been sued for their invasion of privacy, knowing that your biological property and your intellectual property is all owned by you. You know, you have the rights to everything that is yours, the rights to everything that belongs to you. And that is from your biological self and your intellectual self, your thoughts, your thinking. Um, you know, even when it comes to like some of this YouTube stuff, how people are like, oh, they're stealing my content. You know, there's been a lot of stuff going on with that. That's been going on with me since I've been in YouTube. Like literally, I'll talk about something on someone's panel, and next thing you know, they're making a whole build about it, not one mention of me. You know, so this stuff happens so much. Legally, you know, I have rights to, you know, come back and actually impose upon these people to pay for that because that's stealing my intellectual property. But I don't, you know, it's not that big of a deal to me when it comes to that because I know people take information that is free and, you know, it never belongs to anyone particularly. Oh, good, Olivia. Yes, says call me back. I got your order together, babe. So, you know, people have to know that certain things are considered intellectual property. Me myself, I do a lot of study and research on certain things, and even though the information is out there, you have to know how to put it together in your mind. You know, you have to have discernment on certain things, and I do have a gift of doing that. So when I talk about certain things, a lot of times I've heard people talk about it. And yes, you can study the same things or whatever that someone does, but if you're presenting it the same way this person has given it or putting these things together, it's immediately known as their intellectual property, especially if they have proof that they've done it before. So people really need to be careful of that. I don't care because I like the information out there. Spread it, talk about it, share it, you know, do whatever you need to do to make sure people are privy to important information. But when it comes to it, in a matter of speaking, these things are private. This is theft. So what's going on with this chat? This chat box, this chat. I'm going to put the video that I want you guys to listen to in the link again. I want you guys to try. Please go and look at it. It's very short. It's less than 20 minutes. What's going on? The lady is explaining about the Chat GPT. Now the app's been out since November. It's in a beta phase from November to like the end of December. In January, it got a little more popular. I actually checked it out myself. I've used it to kind of see what was going on with it. It is very useful, just like most things that want to take your information, get you to give access to certain things, so on and so forth. So with the Chat GPT, what it does is collect all data, anything over all servers. It is an AI app, basically. Anything that you have been texting, like if you do a voice text, hey, tell sis to meet me at the barber shop, or tell this person to come meet me at this restaurant. Your voice and everything is encrypted and is kept in a database. So they have that. I don't use those voice encrypted things. I don't speak into the phones, so on and so forth, even though they still pick up on it because, as I stated, they are still recording based off certain apps that you have given permission to. They're just constantly recording. Your phone's on record mode. So you have to be very careful what you're doing and saying when your phone is in accessible length of you when you're doing things, especially that are private or very personal. I've talked to you guys before about the EMF blockers, the EMF sheets. You can purchase the EMF sheets on Amazon and cut them, and you can actually cover your phone to protect it against some of these things. You know, getting the blocking sheets, the stickers, it helps, you know, have double protection and, you know, being able to kind of restrict some of these frequencies that are picking up on things when you're not giving it the automatic permission. So basically, please grab the link, guys, look at it a little bit more, and just be careful of, you know, The technology and talk out not only, very impeding on your personal private self, but it also is draining on the physical self. The cells, the solar that it connects to within your cells, the generation of your cells, is depleting of your energy. It can drain you, so on and so forth. So these things are seeking to replace you. Do you guys know right now that they are making these, what do you call these cells? Oh, I forgot. It's on the tip of my tongue. There are these cells that are like the Henrietta Lacks cells. What do you call it? Oh my gosh, I can't believe I can't think of it right now. But you guys know what I'm talking about. The cell that is never dying. It has the everlasting, like a zombie cell. Basically. Right now they're experimenting with those things, and they're making clones and robots. This might sound crazy and absurd, but it really is not. Um, do you know that if a person has a drop of your blood, even like 2 cells from you, right? A pure stem cell would be able, the immortal cells. Thank you, brother. Goodness gracious. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. The immortal cell. They are using immortal cells right now to make clone beings, guys. Why would they be doing that? Super artificial beings right now, as we speak. The immortal cells are cells that are zombie cells. They've been telling you guys, beware of zombies. We might have a zombie apocalypse. They've been showing these movies about it, so on and so forth. That's what they're talking about. Because these cells that they are making these clones with, they will be immortal. They're immortal cells. This is the zombie phase that they have been talking about. They do zombie movies, right? What do they go after? What anybody want to the person they want to eat? What do they want to eat? What do they want to eat? The brain. Anytime zombie, they eat the brain. They want the brain, right? So, yes, sis, they do have our blood constantly drawn from us. But, even if they don't draw from us, sis, you know what's going on, babe? They have it at your birth. As soon as you have a baby in the hospital, they are taking. Is the sound going on? I see you guys getting too. Dang. Hold on, guys. Let's give it a minute to catch up. Okay, so I hope this is better, guys. Give it a second to catch up. Let me slow down my speaking. I know I can start speaking so fast and it starts to throw it off. It's craziness, but just threw my whole thought off. But when it comes to the immortal cells and the zombifying, it eats the brain. The zombies in these movies, they always go after the brain. So you have to think about a mortal cell being in the brain that is keeping it active. If you guys remember when some of these people were passing from that so-called virus, they were finding these immortal cells in their brains. The people that have done it. Impact is called the V. So when those people have passed, they actually found that they had a part in their brain that was a possibility to this, and that, but they didn't inform us that, hey, we've been cloning and experimenting with the stem cells and the blood, using the blood. As I stated, they have your blood from your birth. They immediately prick the baby's foot as soon as the baby come out, because why? They have to keep track of who's who. That's all part of what's going on with the trust and your indentures and everything. Believe it or not, your security. They want to know who's who, what tribe you belong to, what royalty you descended from, so they can gang stalk you if possible, gang stalk your family. Yeah. All this going on. Believe it or not. But either way, we gonna get into all that. But yeah, they're doing that. So now think about how with these zombies that they're creating from your stem cells, right? Your blood, your epithelial, just the skin, even, believe it or not. They use the stem cells because it's more pertinent with the DNA, but they can even use the cells off of your skin. You say you scratching somewhere, right? You're sitting somewhere and you're being watched or stalked. Unbeknownst, you know the power you have, you don't know that you're royalty, you know, all of that. We'll just dismiss that part for now because I know half the people don't get that. But you scratch your skin, you bite off a fingernail and spit it out. Somebody sees that. Do you know that that's enough of your DNA for them to actually clone? They can clone that. And when doing that, they only need two cells. It only needs 2 cells to create another life being. And then they're collecting the plasma, the light body, from everyone all over. I was going to do a build on that, but it wouldn't allow me to last week. But it's crazy how they have these plasma centers, and they are taking all the blood from the people in these poor neighborhoods. They're going in there weekly, sometimes twice a week, and they're giving their plasma. A lot of these people are drug addicts, so on and so forth. So you don't know how conflicted the blood is, and they're just letting these people give this blood, and they're taking that plasma, that light body, and they're using that to infuse these clones. Believe it or not. You know, so it's a lot going on. You got to be very careful if you have family members that are sacrificing their blood, you know, to these their blood banks. You know, it's actually very profitable. They'll give them $125 for giving their blood off of a pint, and then off of this pint, they're making, you know, a few $100,000. You know, and taking the life from these people. They don't even realize that they're literally giving their life away. Oh, your blood rebuilds and this, and that. Yeah, your blood rebuilds. That plasma is a light energy that's part of your light body. That's totally different from the physical body. You can't regenerate all of that light, you know. So basically, I did not want to make this a very long video. I definitely want to bring it to you guys' attention, as before it gets getting too crazy. I'm definitely going to go too much longer because it seems to be okay right now. I wish I could play the video for you guys, but please, no, drop it again, and I want you guys going with AI and thinking about it taking over. You guys know in certain cities now, they have in the grow that are even stocking the shelves, and you know that you go to these stores and they got the self-checkout. It's just becoming less and less of you, you know, more and more robotic, more and more AI, you know, all of these things that are going on. So we have to realize that when we're going through this phase now with tech and AI and all the things that are going on, you have to watch yourself. Staying away from as much of this as you can, guarding yourself, guarding your energy, making sure you're cleansing yourself, removing EMF, electric magnetic frequencies that are negative to your body, balancing yourself out, meditating, make sure you're pulling in as much of the rising sun's energy and the setting sun's energy. High noon energy is not that great. A lot of people will say, oh, you want to get out in the high noon? No, that's being blocked. The high noon sun is being blocked by aluminum, barium, and the black mirror that's in the sky that actually refocuses things to give you a shield of synthetic sky. So the only time you're able to absorb that true energy is in the early morning risings till around 10 a.m. And then around 5, when the sun is going down, it's at its true energy source. You will see the difference. You can see the yellow golden sun versus the white lead light sun that's up in the sky when it's being protruded on with the lead lighting via the aluminum, barium, and the nanoparticles. So what's for humans, bro, just to verify? Let's see. I'm sorry, guys. Let me read the chat. I was trying to chat because I wanted to get out what I had to say before this thing went out again. Since my brother was doing that, it is now trapped out. They said he can't do it anymore. See, tapped out of his plasma. He done gave so much plasma, sis, that they can't even get, because the blood, you know, your blood replenishes. Keep that in mind. The blood replenishes, but the plasma, the light body, that's not so easy to replenish. Okay. Yep, that's right. That's the carbon emissions, brother. You know, they keep talking about, oh, carbon emissions. You know, they're talking about destroying us. When they talk about that, we know they're talking about, here they go with another, what'd you say, babe? Right. Here they go with another carbon emissions uh, uh, sanction or something. Talking about, oh, we're going to be charged for the carbon emissions. I've heard so many different things off the top of my head, but there's been so many different things. It sounds absurd and crazy when we're literally feeding the planet with the carbon that we're breathing, like especially if it's pure. So crazy. That it had a rare cause of blood clots in my lung. My doctor said I was supposed to die from that, but they've been studying my blood for 10 years to figure out why I'm still around. Say that, brother, because you got that raw blood. they know. That's why I bet they have been studying. Don't let them keep studying you, girl. Don't worry. Tell them don't worry about it. You good. You good. Yeah. It said I don't do stuff out unless I go to punch a time card. I know that's right, sis. Uh, the blood from the womb is constantly being lost. Yep, absolutely, sis. All the ionic womb. That ionic womb. That's where all the power and energy comes from. That's right. David Bell, peace, brother. Yeah, so when we're thinking about these things, guys, and how it affects us and trying to dehumanize us by creating these bots, um, man, it's going. I might even talk about this when me and Empress do our next build, guys, because I think this is important. I won't spend a lot of time on. I'll try to have some short to just present and let you guys see, because I was not able to do it last week. But yeah, they're creating these bots, and then you have to think about the plasma that they're going to be infiltrating them with. These beings, these synthetic beings, that's what they are. They're called synthetic beings. They are going to be replacing everything. So there's going to be very little space for creation of life, because there'll be synthetic wombs. So, even with the plasma and the light body that's been invaded upon to put in these synthetic beings, it won't be enough to host a true life, a true living soul. So there's a lot. Bronze flat power peace, brother. There's a lot going on with that. Great. I appreciate you, brother. We're gonna do a part two to it. We got that covered for sure. You already know we on it. That's right. So yes, it was well, I wonder if I try to show you guys. Wait a minute, guys. Let me see if I can at least pull up this article that I was gonna do last week on that. I wonder if I'll be able to share the article. Oh, you know what? Even before doing that, let me mention this. Did you guys hear, they about the UFO that supposedly flew over? They shot it down, da da da. So over Alaska, yes, thank you, man. Over Alaska, and they shot it down. This is, this is the futuristic one world. Oh, we're gonna have to fight together and come together. One world. This is the implementation of that. So please pay that no attention. Play that no mind. Empress Vicky P. Bliss. Yeah, this is going to be a part of that. They're going to be talking about, fight this and that. Yeah, this is the beginning of that. The AI, artificial, and things that they want to have talking about. They're going to be the soldiers, and all this nonsense, guys. Just trying to take us into a whole another dimension of fake frequency, like just a bunch of games. It's disgusting and it's sick. I'm just so tired of it. There's quite a few things I want to talk about a lot of times, but I don't really want to be able to be cut off from anything I have to say. Strike, my channel's taken down, this and that. But I definitely do briefly talk about certain things. Privately, there's a lot of information. Yes, on my backup channel, I'm going to start putting more information there as well, just to make sure that things are out. I do have Patreon. I have private information on Patreon. I don't know if you guys ever seen it on my page, but if you go to my page, if you want to subscribe, you can. I have very low plans on there. I think at the lowest I could do was $1.99 or something, $2.99, something of the sort. I don't recall. now, but that's been there. If people start going to the Patreon, I'll be able to go there and take the time to put the information that I'm not able to share too much on here, So that's something else that you guys could do to get more intense information, more information where I can verify, show facts and pictures and present documents, so on and so forth. So that's something to consider. As you guys know, I do have another course coming up at the end of this month, in about a week and a half from now. If you're interested in that, make sure you hit my email or my cash app, put your email in there. I'll get back to you. Yeah. So there's a lot going on, guys, but I will definitely be chatting with you guys more when me and Empress have a part 2 coming up, and we'll get everything going from there. I'm going to actually drop the link just in case anybody wants to come up, since it's actually going okay right now. Anyone want to come up, ask any questions, or speak on anything I said rather briefly before we get out of here, you're definitely free to do so. I'll give you a minute or two to do that. And yeah, that's about it, guys. For now, for the time being, all this stuff going on, we just have to keep our minds right. Don't let space invaders invade your mind. I've done, I'm going to do a Sky Talk video as well, because a lot of these things, as far as energies and entities that are natural, are not the same so-called UFOs or all these things that they're showing you in the sky. These things are actually just being placed there to give you a picture in your mind. This is the wave formatting and the brain writing techniques that have been used on us forever, to have you distorted in your mind, to have you distorted in your thinking, so on and so forth. So you're not able to think with the full capacity that you have been born with. What they've been cutting off since birth. We talk about this all the time, starting from the womb. Starting to put the infrared beams through your mom's ultrasound waves through the waters that be the waters of life that are building this embryo. They start to manipulate it by, oh, you need an ultrasound. Oh, let's check the baby. Let's do this. Let's do that. Oh, take these. You need this folic acid for the baby's brain development. Take these prenatal vitamins. All this alchemy that goes against life from the beginning. Then they cut the umbilical cord. Now the baby's not getting all of the light coding information and the stem cells and the oxygen. That's 1/3 of the oxygen that's being deprived of that child. So immediate brain decapitation of oxygen. So that's like immediate, a brain issue at birth. Not to mention, when that's going on, the mom is rushed off to work, because they promoting the single households, and the man don't need a woman, and this, and that. So now she got to rush to work. She's giving the baby a lack, as I've talked to you guys about before, a lack of SIM code information that comes through the light coding of the breast milk. So now there's a lack of SIM or milling the infant, infamilling of the infant, their cells, deconstructing cells. And all of these different things that are going on. You know what I'm saying? So all this is going on to decapitate the mind, body, soul, spirit of the baby from birth. So they're, 1/3 of everything that they're born with is erased from their memory, all the information that they've been had, so on and so forth. So there's a lot, I got a lot of thoughts in my mind right now. I want to keep going because I'll go around and around and around. But as you guys know, I definitely just wanted to put this out, as I said, very short video on this information. Please take that link. I'm gonna put it in again before I get out of here, and make sure that you guys, take a look at this so you can get a very good understanding. Oh, actually, let me see. I gotta go back up and grab it again. Actually, you can get an understanding of what's going on with this AI, and being careful, get some EMF blockers on for your phones, make sure that you're protecting yourself so you're not being heard and your voice is being encrypted so it can be used in the clone. They can make a clone and then, it's of you and it's temporary. It's not as powerful as you, period, but you can be cloned just by 2 cells off of your body. This is so important to know. This, like, we're not living in a normal world right now, believe it or not. So you got to be careful, protect yourself, guard yourself. Even with the things that you think may sound crazy, you'd be crazy not to think about them. How that sound? Yes, it is too much. Too much going on. Yes, still we rise. That's right. Peace, I am. Thanks for coming in. Priscilla, Ishatar, peace, sis. Empress Vicky, everyone, anyone, PG, anyone that I did not mention. Moreland, thanks for coming through, sis. Oh, brother, I'm sorry. Appreciate everybody that came through. Peace, bliss, and y'all have a good one. And I'll definitely be, coming back as soon as possible to get some information to you guys, whether it be here where you guys can barely get it, or we can go to Empresses because we get pretty good reception there. It's not as bad there. A little bit of issues, but me and sis are able to get a lot of information out over there, and I appreciate the platform. So I will see you guys soon. Peace and bliss. Protect yourself, protect your energies, and everything that's going on in your household. And yeah, talk with you guys soon. I'm out.